Trump is about to deport hundreds of Somali Americans right now.
I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Somalis are not black.
Somalis are not black.
We're not black, we're not Arab, we're Somali.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it.
We're here gathered today with community leaders, business leaders, and youth leaders from the Somali community and from the Muslim community in Minnesota to fully support and endorse President Trump.
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump 2024, vote for George Rape 2024, vote for Maziong in St. Paul 2024.
Nothing but Somalians have caused a lot of trouble. They're ripping us off for a lot of money. There's a tremendous amount of money going back to Somalia. What the hell are we paying money to Somalia for? But they're ripping off our country at a level that few people have been able to see before. That's about the only thing. You talk about competence. We have Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country and our Constitution. And she comes from a country with practically no country.
The biggest fear is, as black Americans are delineating, and America as a country is doing the same thing. They're coming after us. Donald Trump got elected. Immigrants are scared. So now black Americans are doing their own thing. At the time, we're hoping that they would be standing up for us, being part of our coalition. But
yeah, and that's the
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. In today's episode, it's another powerful where Somali community, we all know the way they endorses Trump, they supported him, say like the left them or whatever, and now the guy they voted for, he's about to deport them. He said like he don't want them in USA, especially in Minnesota. So things are heating up and they're crying. And what's so shocking, they are begging for black community to come and help them. And remind you, they are the one who say like, oh, we are not black. Somalis, we are not black. So guys, let's dive in. The credit belongs to the owner of the videos. I will be back with more commentary.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive.
And how exactly are you doing that?
Somalis have always seen themselves as a fabric of this nation.
You might be willing to consider another fabric.
So not only are we not going anywhere. Oh, come on! Not only are we not going anywhere, we are not going to allow anybody to make us feel less Minnesotan or less American.
I look at Omar, I don't know, I never met her. Well, I'm saying that if they're not happy here, they can leave. They can leave, and you know what? I'm sure that there'll be many people that won't miss them.
You know what's interesting about the Somalian deportation? They want to remove the protective order. The person they need to blame is Ilhan Omar, because basically she brought so much negative attention because she's so arrogant. And the problem that these people don't understand is gratitude, because basically it would be like you inviting someone over for dinner and then them complaining about the food and then refusing to leave, saying we're not going anywhere. It's so rude and gross. And you know what, like, nobody cares about your cause. Everybody just wants you to leave because we're so sick of this entitled attitude to our taxpayer money. Again, you invite someone over and they're like, give me your paycheck. I'm not leaving. And by the way, your house is a mess. These people actually are crazy. But you know what? Just like everybody else, you're gonna get out. And someone like me can't wait.
So Trump just said that Somalians don't belong in America anymore. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Somali community in Minnesota has been falsely diagnosing children with autism to receive taxpayer handouts and taking advantage of the system. They then take those funds and they funnel it back home to Somalia, subsequently funding a terrorist organization known as Al-Shabaab. This new Medicaid system would cost taxpayers $2.6 million, at least that's what they said. The first year, 2020, was $3 million, 2021 was $20 million, and then just 3 years later, it quintupled to $100 million, and 2025 was on track to cost taxpayers $120 million for the year. 40% of Somalian households in Somalia receive remittances from, relatives, friends, family, whatever, in the United States, totaling the annual remittance to Somalia $1.7 billion, which is more than the Somalian government's budget. Here's how it works. The Minnesota taxpayers work hard. They have the job, they pay their taxes, they hope that in return for taking care of the system will take care of them in exchange. It doesn't, because the Somalians who are here are taking advantage. They're misdiagnosing children with autism and claiming to need more government assistance than they really do. They then take the money, the government assistance that they have stolen, the money that they have stolen from taxpayers, and they send it back to Somalia, where it is received by numerous groups, one of which happens to be an Al-Qaeda-backed terror group named Al-Shabaab. Who could have possibly guessed that people coming from a country with an IQ of 67 wouldn't actually contribute anything to society?
We love our brothers and sisters who are Democrats, but you left us. And because the left left us, join the right, vote for Trump 2024, vote for Joe Trabe 2024, vote for Maisie Young in St. Paul 2024, vote for Tajud in CD3 2024, vote for Tom Emma, our lion, out of St. Cloud. Farhan is here and is endorsing him. And please go out and vote, because voting for Trump without soldiers is giving him a failure. So please vote. Again, for the school boards, we have a ton of people running who are in the school board from all over the state. And please go vote for the Republican Party this time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys, actually right now in Minnesota, one of the biggest state of Somali Americans, Trump just announced like he's revoking the status. They call it TPS, that means temporary protected status. And can you imagine these people, like the leader of Somali before 2024 election, they just come out and those Trump saying like, oh, we are going to vote for Trump and everything. They supported this. Actually, they voted against their own interest. They're the same with like Latinos. In this time, they're finding out. I don't even understand how you vote someone who believe in deportation, who don't believe in immigration, and that's the way you used to come to US. Actually, guys, you voted for this. That's why people are saying, and for you to beg Black America, it's because you don't have anyone to turn to, because remind you are the one who are saying we are not even Black, we are not Black, we are Somali, and now because you are suffering, you want their help. That's so shocking, guys. Let's keep watching.
The biggest fear is, as Black Americans are delineating, and America as a country is doing the same thing. They're coming after us. Donald Trump got elected. Immigrants are scared. So now Black Americans are doing their own thing. At the time, we're hoping that they would be standing up for us, being part of our coalition. But
yeah, and that's the problem.
We don't know what to do now.
Yeah, because we told people, they kept telling us, well, you FBS don't work hard. You don't work. We came over with $2 and we were this, and y'all need to learn from us. It got real bad, and people got very arrogant, and even Jamaicans, they still do it. They still tell us, oh, don't come to Jamaica. Oh, don't do this. You are entitled, and y'all were telling us all of this stuff about how hard you work and how lazy we were, and we said, okay, well, handle your business then. And now people don't like it.
And can I say something? Do you know, I think that's why a lot of immigrants are running for office. There's a lot of Somalis in Minnesota, the New York mayor, because I think they're scared now since that, the current political system in America, and maybe Black Americans are not as supportive anymore. So they feel like they have to fight for themselves. They have to have a presence, or else it's over for immigrants here.
Yeah, and that ain't working because they ain't getting elected. A lot of them are not getting elected like that. It's like Winsome Sears, like your boy out there in Minnesota, Fatah, whatever his name is. He got washed, so it ain't really working out like they wanted to work out. So, hey man, it's cats should have really checked themselves with the disrespect.
So how about we have a restart, man? Black Americans and Black immigrants, we forget everything in the past. We start a new contract. We put the disputes and all this stuff to the past and just have a fresh start. Respect each other, respect each other's cultures, work together where we can work together. Let's try to work on that. I'm ready for that.
Well, the thing is, man, it's going to have to start back in the homeland. It has to start there because a lot of people bring over the same tribalistic disposition that they had over there. They bring it over here and they look at us as just another tribal group. And that's not going to work. We've been upholding global black unity, and we've been pretty much doing it by our damn selves. So it's time for these other groups to start standing on business over in the homeland, making sure some of that tribal nonsense has stopped. And then people can come to the table and say, hey, let's get out and, let's break.
Trump is scapegoating a tiny piece of the population, some of the most vulnerable people in our country. But Trump based his order on a report whose author has made it clear that his goal is to denaturalize and deport as many Somali Americans as possible. This is not about crime. It's not about safety. This is about purging people like me from this country. Minnesota has always been a welcoming place for people fleeing a home country that is blasted by war, poverty, and hunger. Europeans in the 19th and 20th century, Black Americans from the South, Hmong and Vietnamese, Liberians and East Africans and Latin Americans. This embrace of new culture is one of our greatest strengths. The first generation came here as immigrants, the second as Americans. They are our teachers, nurses, blue-collar workers, small business owners, and public servants. Donald Trump wants to make Americans hate each other over race and religion. That might play well on Truth Social or Fox News, but it's not going to work here in real life. Minnesotans know better. We care about our neighbors. We live and work alongside each other. Our kids go to the same schools. We shovel each other's cars out of snow. We are not afraid of each other, and we are not afraid of Donald Trump. He will lose this fight in court, and we will show his effort to divide us only brings us closer together and make us stronger.
So guys, actually, let's be clear. The number of Somali who are under TPS, actually the poll shows like they're 700. They're not that much, but this also give people fear. Like, imagine you voted for someone, you stand for someone, but he's against you to this level. And I was so disappointed to see like Somali leaders endorsing the guy who don't even support immigration. And that's why they're there. It's because through immigration, because they give them the shelter, they give them place to stay, and they are willing to betray people who bring them in the US. So this is what we call like, you F around, now you're finding out in a hard way. So guys, let's watch.
Something has happened in Minnesota, US. It almost sounds like Minnesota. Anyway, you get it. Somalis from Somaliland have been caught by mkono mrefu wa Trump, defrauding the US government, faking documents, medical aid, saying their kids are autistic, faking all the stuff, siphoning money from there, billions in trillions of US dollars, and kumbe they have been funding Al-Shabaab activities. Some of these monies is being traced all the way to Somalis in Kenya. This would explain, and this is true, why we've always wondered where these guys get their wealth from, why they are always working with dollars, unexplainable monies, and how they have a way of always just getting legit documentation and Kenyan passports and IDs because of compromising the system. Mkono wa Trump ni mrefu unawapata.
Trump is about to deport hundreds of Somali Americans right now. I'm gonna break it down for you. So on November 21st, Trump announced via Truth Social that he's terminating TPS for Somalis in Minnesota. And the reason he's doing this is because he has accused the Minnesota Somali community of fraud and money laundering. But as of now, he has offered no public verified proof of that. According to the congressional data, around 705 of them being Somali-born people in the US currently benefit from TPS. And the DHS actually extended and redesignated Somalis TPS status on July 22nd, 2024 into March 2026. Legal experts argue that Trump does not have legal authority to unilaterally revoke TPS designated by law, especially for a particular group in one state. Civil rights groups are calling that this is politically motivated and discriminatory, and courts are likely to step in. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with Trump or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below.
President Trump claimed without evidence that Somali gangs are terrorizing Minnesotans. Trump made the announcement on Friday. He wrote on his Truth Social platform that he was terminating effective immediately the temporary protected status for Somalis in Minnesota. The TPS is a federal program allowing migrants from unstable countries to live and work legally in the U.S. If ended, more than 700 Somalis in the U.S., majority of whom live in Minnesota, would be impacted. Protesters rallied over the weekend to speak out against the president's post.
We know what our president has done. It is an attack on our community.
And now some Minnesotans are voicing.
The Somali man who was crying and begging for Trump to give him his passport back is now on live begging black Americans to help him get back to America after his criminal behavior got him deported. He was then trying to throw slick shots.
Trying to get my word through. I'm all the way in Texas. What I'm gonna do from Texas, bro? Hey, thank you. Hey, Reese's showing love. Right. That's why a lot of us need to start going to school, man. We know we understand one thing. The Embassy of America is based also in America as well. It's the headquarters. Okay. So, like, you know, you can go down there. You need to get back to headquarters. I used to, man. That's how they fly. I guess y'all got a lot of cows and horses over there. Bro, what you mean? Bro, I'm in the crib. Bro, say there's some cows and horses. I'm in the crib. No, hey, back. I'm not gonna lie. The chat is moving fast, and I'm having a conversation with bro. I'm sorry, chat. I gotta stay on point. See what I'm saying? You taking me away from my people. These people showing love, bro. My fault, man. I ain't got no beef. Come on, bro. My fault, man. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. They say needies can't be picky though. That's what I'm saying. Catch a cool little beat down on this battle though. A friendly beat down though. Friendly beat down, brother. وراني كان يقبط النوم حوالي ورتك السوكان. Hey, what language that was, twin? Abdi, follow the live creator. Shit, man. Right now, you know, shit. They sent me back to Somalia. You know where Somalia is at? They sent you back to who? Somalia. You know Somalia, the Horn of Africa. Man, my shit, you got deported, bro.
Guys, me personally, there's something I don't understand. I don't know why you people, like, you think like you will get special treatment. Actually, you know, you are like under this protection, or you don't have all required documents yet, you're still in the process, but you went ahead and vote against your own interests, against your own community interests, because you feel like by showing up, by endorsing him, he will treat us different. I think that's why many of these people voted for Trump. They thought like by showing up as Somali community, when he win, he will treat us like different. But the guy you voted for, he doesn't care that you voted for him. He was only using you when he needed you, when he needed your vote. But this time, he doesn't need your vote. He already win. He's in the office. That's why he's betraying you. That's why he's stabbing you in the back. But at the end of the day, this is what you chose. This is what you voted for. People warned you. And what's so crazy, I will understand sometime when someone who born there, who raised there, like vote for him. But you know the way you suffer, you know, you learn away from the problem, from your country, from everything. And you went there and you know which part support like immigration, support people like you who are in need. But you're willing to vote against or closing the border on the people who come in, who suffer like you were suffering. First of all, that's selfish. And you're selfish. Look where it's taking you. They're revoking your paper and you're not safe. That's why we keep seeing you complaining. But when it was a time of election, you were supporting him. And you expect people to help you out like black people. Why should they help you? They fought for this. They fought for you to be here, but you don't appreciate that. Because now you are suffering, you remember they exist. You guys, you used to say, oh, we are not even black. We are Somali. Somali, they are not black. And now, wow, this is karma. Guys, let me tell you something. Be careful on what you do on your bail days. Because trust me, you're gonna pay for it. If you do good things, it's gonna come to you. If you do bad things, it's gonna come to you. This is what's happening. We keep seeing Asian, we keep seeing Latinos, we keep seeing Somalis. You guys, how come you vote for someone who always call you name? No matter how much you try, you will be who you are. Wow, this is crazy, guys. I don't know what you think, but this is insane. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Share the video with your friends and family, and let me know what you think on this Somali. And if you're Somali watching this video, tell us, what do you think, what do you feel, what's happening, how are you taking that? So guys, thank you so much. I will see you next one. As always, bye.